Hello mirrors, so today I'm going to be doing a pick a card for what you need to know in order to move forward. So this could be about a certain situation, this could be about a relationship, this could just be that you're having a hard time or you don't know where to go from here, but this is what this reading will be about. If you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, and I've only uploaded a couple of videos the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm gonna get back into the groove right now. I've had a lot going on. Something that I want to mention is I'm probably not going to be doing Zodiac for August. If anyone is super interested in that, let me know. I can maybe make some exceptions, but other than that, the schedule will continue in the end of this month for September. So let's go ahead and check out each of these piles. Pile 1 is Citrine. Pile 2 is this Selenite. And pile 3 is Lapis Lazuli. So go ahead and choose which pile or multiple piles that you resonate with. The timestamps will be down below in the description and also in the comments. If you're new here, I would love to have you subscribe and join my family. But, without further ado, we're going to get into the reading. So we're going to start with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this Citrine, this reading is for you. And we're going to be looking at how you can move forward with whatever situation. What do you need to know? I do want to mention that if you're interested in a private reading, that information will be down below. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I am grateful. This is gratitude. I am grateful for everyone and everything in my life and the lessons each bring. Love. The unicorn and the maiden. Communication with unicorn, purification, undercover action. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. By the way, these are Lord of the Rings Oracle cards, and I love them. So this is the Rohirrim, and I will be discussing each one. Then we have the tarot cards, 6 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Chariot. We have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon, Storm Warning, Purification. Wow, we got a card about purification again. And then we have, and this is Game of Thrones tarot, by the way. 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords in the reverse, and the Magician in the reverse. So yes, there is a lot here. So how do you move forward? First of all, one of the biggest senses I get from this entire reading is that whatever you are moving towards, it's already happening. There's things that have happened under the surface that are going to help you bring this into 3D. So perhaps you've been doing things like scripting or any sort of subconscious manifestation. You could do scripting, visualization, and all that. Highly recommended. Affirmations, but also we do manifest subconsciously. So if you've been doing a lot of like self-love, you may be bringing attracting love in, or it's just something that you've worked through that you're ready to receive this manifestation, but it isn't happening right now, right this second. And in order to move forward, the universe is just simply asking you to trust, okay? We have gratitude. So anything that you feel is in alignment with your path, I would actually suggest to be thankful for everything because nothing is really negative. It's really our perception. And I know that's kind of a controversial statement, but think about it. Think about some of the worst moments in your life and how you may have used that to gain perspective. It might have helped you move forward. It could help you develop greater empathy. It's really what we take with that negative and tough situation, and what we do with it, how we transmute the energy. So the big suggestion here is, in order to move forward, anytime something happens that is in alignment, even if it's something little, show gratitude towards the universe. You don't have to give an offering unless you want to, but this is simply that feeling of thankfulness. Sometimes when a manifestation happens, even a small one, I'll close my eyes and I'll just conjure up the feeling of thankfulness and send it out to the universe, even saying thank you out loud, however you want to do it, however many different ways you want to do it. This is really important, and it'll help you along the way, because whatever it is that you're waiting for, that you've manifested, I feel like it's something pretty big, okay? And it's something that is going to happen in the future. So you really want to be thankful for those small steps along the way. Anytime, if you're like, wanting to manifest a husband, if you meet somebody who is really great, even if you end up just being friends, or it's just somebody, a guy that you talk to at the bar and you never exchange numbers and that's it, but you had a good time, thank the universe, because that is kind of like a confirmation that you're headed in the right direction. That's just for an example. Or if you're losing weight, even if you lose a pound, half an inch, it doesn't matter. You're going in that direction. So be thankful towards the universe for providing you with that manifestation. So next we have the unicorn card, which is mainly about purification, and we also have purification card. So in order to move forward, you're really going to want to make sure that you purify yourself of anything that isn't in alignment with what you want. This can be like ritualistic purification. At night, every night you may want to do a purification shower, and this can be really simple. Like, you can use certain oils or whatever, but the idea is that whenever you are taking a shower, you're visualizing the negative energy coming off your body and good energy coming in to fill in that. Okay, so that's an example. There's lots of ways you can purify, cord cutting, that kind of thing. So the universe is really saying, in order to move forward, it's really going to help you to purify some of that energy that's not in alignment with you. You could be living with people that are draining you of energy, or having a job that's just not in alignment with you. And when we do that, that energy builds and it makes it difficult for us to move forward. So definitely use any way to purify that you can. So we have playfulness, but right down below it we have storm warning. So this is really telling me that when something comes up that seems like you look in the future, and it seems like there's this tornado coming towards you. So maybe you're terrified of public speaking and you have to talk. You have a meeting and you have to talk, and you see that as a storm. The universe is really asking you to be more lighthearted about these things, to be more accepting, to be playful with it, to understand that this is all kind of a game, okay? What this life is for play. It's for discovery and experience. So instead of looking at the future with, seeing something that you don't like and thinking of it like, oh my gosh, here's this big storm that's coming for me, I'm terrified. Think about it like it's just a game you're playing, and understanding too that when that comes to you, it's there for a reason. Whatever it is that you're dreading, approach it lightheartedly, because I'm also getting that sense of purification again, because I think about the rain coming down in a storm. Well, what if that rain from the storm purifies you? And that happens a lot. Sometimes we go through a difficult situation and it actually purifies us. It aligns us more with our truth. Sometimes it's the exact same thing we need, but keep that lighthearted playfulness. We have hold your vision. So again, this goes along with the other things that I've picked up in this reading about how this is already going to happen. Whatever it is that you're wanting to bring in, wherever you're trying to move forward, it's in the cards. We have fixed moon. I feel like it's meant for you, but you have to make sure to hold that vision. So there's this woman on YouTube. She's awesome. Her name is Roxy Talks. That's the name of her channel. Go check her out. She talks about law of attraction. So she has this really cool metaphor for how we should be treating our manifestations. So if you are, for example, wanting to manifest a green apple. You don't like red apples, okay? And someone comes in and they hand you a red apple. Well, you don't look at that red apple and say, oh man, I only like green apples, and then take a bite out of the red apple. So you're giving negative energy to that red apple, to the concept of the apple, rather than just saying, oh, no, thank you. And then you wait for that green apple because you know it's going to come in. You may not know when, but it's going to be there. So regardless of what comes up, even if it's not what you want, stay fixed on your vision, and that will help move you forward, rather than keep you stagnant, keep you from going back and forth because you have resistance towards this green apple coming in that you've been waiting for because you keep giving energy to the red apple. So then we have the Rohirrim. So I'm going to go ahead and read this straight from the book. It says, moving quickly from A to B, not allowing anything to stand in your way, dedication to the mission and tasks at hand, the communication of important messages, the value of fast action and response, being prepared to bypass normal ways of doing things in order to secure the necessary result, taking the initiative. Wow. So it's funny when we have a reading about moving forward, and this is what the universe is telling you. So whatever resonated in that, please make sure that you heed that, because sometimes when I read a description, it's really what pops out at you personally. But what I'm picking up from this is taking initiative where you can, because there's a lot of, wait, be patient, it's going to happen, it's there for you. But now this is also saying take initiative where you can. That is how you move forward. And with the moving quickly thing, I think a lot about fear and how sometimes we're terrified to do something, so we decide not to do it. Or you can, it's not just fear, it can be uncomfortability. So say that you've been needing to clean up your closet and you know it's going to take 30 minutes. That's the kind of quickness you want to, when you think that you want to do it, to go ahead and do it. Of course, as long as the time makes sense and everything else makes sense, rather than putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. You may have been putting things off. And the universe is saying, move quickly, take initiative where you can, and then trust where, everything is not there yet in the 3D. So we have the 6 of Cups, and then it is clarified by the 7 of Cups. So to me, this is really saying, stop focusing on the past, move forward to the future, because the future has endless possibilities. And that is really the mindset that the universe is asking you to have, rather than being stuck on the past. 6 of Cups is a great card, but also maybe taking your lessons from the past and bringing them into the future. But with 7 of Cups, there are so many different possibilities. There's so many places for you to go. But if you're stuck in the past, you're not going to be able to see those. So 7 of Pentacles in the reverse by 6 of Swords in the reverse. So this is telling me you are not really appreciating how far you've come. So you can look in the past, but when you look in the past, don't look at the doubts and the regret and the harm that has occurred to you. Not that you can't ever do that. Shadow work is extremely important, but it's very important to look at how far you've come, the plants that you have planted and you've seen grown. Look at that and make sure that you're acknowledging it, but also moving past what no longer serves you. These 2 cards coming up really shows me there's a blockage there. If you don't feel like this resonates, this means maybe you're doing this a little too much, that you're going, oh, well, I've come this far, I've done this and that, and I basically feeling like you know it all. So either one can apply to you, but you know, listen accordingly, because that will really help you move forward to change that. So we have the Chariot, which is the card of moving forward, and it is clarified by the Magician in the reverse. Again, this is really giving me the sense that whatever is happening, it is already happening, guys. It's already moving forward. You don't need to focus on the manifestation of it. Can you do that? Yeah, of course, but don't get obsessed. Don't get overly you're spending so much time and energy on this manifestation that's already coming in. It's more of a manner of divine timing and of you not pushing away whatever you're waiting for, okay? So with that being said, that's all I have for you. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Again, if you're interested in a private reading, that information will be down below. Go ahead and check out my timeless readings. Pick a cards if you want more information on whatever you're inquiring about. Those readings are timeless. You can watch them at any time. But that's it, guys. I love you. Hello, pile 2. If you picked the Selenite, this reading is for you. Let's see what you need to know in order to move forward. The ever-unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. How funny. We got a similar card in pile 1. It was this card. Lumeria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Okay, I'm gonna go into that card, but I want to lay out the rest. That's really great to start off. Okay, we have Spark of Divine. I reignite the divine spark within me, and I recognize I am part of all of creation. Oh, that's beautiful. Unleash your creativity. So we have creation, creativity. I'm not reading these in reverse today. Stolen in her sleep, unaware, unconscious, unawakened. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. The Great Ring. So this is from my new Lord of the Rings Oracle. That's pretty cool. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. The Ten of Swords. The Three of Wands in the reverse. Expect powerful change. The Thinking Woman. Personal power. That's a cool picture. And these are Game of Thrones tarot, by the way. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Justice. And the Tower. Okay, guys, the very first thing I'm picking up is there is a spiritual awakening that is going to happen that maybe perhaps you are currently going through. I don't know if you're aware of this. There definitely does seem to be some resistance, but that's to be expected. I think we all resist most of our spiritual awakenings. But this is how you're going to move forward. So this spiritual awakening that's happening now or will happen in your near future, that is going to propel you forward. So the spiritual awakening, it's going to have to do with your personal power. It's going to have to do with you claiming your personal power, understanding you are the creator of your reality. You are much bigger than you think you are. You are a divine spark in the universe. Okay? This is really cool. All of these cards coming together. But any struggles that you're having now is kind of like the old dying out, but you are cracked open. This is already happening. And I love the card, this card. Sorry, I have too many cards and not enough space, but this card about the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And I absolutely love this card because it's basically saying that what's happening, it's not happening to you. You're not a victim. It's happening in order to align you with your highest good, with your next path, with your next step, okay? We have the Hangman in the reverse and the Nine of Coins, which is, of course, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I did the order on the other pile a little differently, but I'm feeling drawn to doing these oracle cards before talking about the rest of this. So we have the Hanged Man in the reverse and the Nine of Coins in the reverse. So you may be having trouble understanding that you can be self-sufficient, This might be why you're having trouble with this awakening. You may feel like once you awaken, you may feel all alone. You may feel like you're going to lose people. So that might be something here. But we have 10 of Swords and then Justice. So the universe is really asking you to get rid of these old thinking patterns so that you can really understand that everything will balance out in the end. All the love that you've put into people, all of the effort you've put into a job, a relationship, a friendship, your family, it's all going to come back to you. It may take time, but that's where that mindset needs to be. Don't feel so negative like, oh, I wasted my time on this, or I shouldn't have done this for somebody, because it will come back to you. And you may actually even feel like betrayed. You may feel like just in a really low state right now, but understand everything is going to balance out. Now, here is the warning, guys. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, and it's clarified by the Tower. So I really want you guys to understand that whenever we do avoid spiritual awakenings, when we avoid moving forward, when it is time for us to, and the universe typically gives us plenty of signs, guys. When we don't do that, we are actually calling in a Tower moment. And what that Tower moment does is it strips away what is no longer serving us, and it leaves us with something big. A lot of times this is like a job loss, losing a relationship. I had a Tower moment yesterday, and it wasn't anything in particular. It was just me having a really hard day. So, a lot of times it's not like necessarily about losing stuff, but it can be any sort of like major thing that shifts your vibration and shifts what's in your reality. And this is always, always for your highest good. That Tower gets destroyed so you can rebuild on a much firmer foundation. This is not here to scare you. Again, this is more of a warning. So whenever you have opportunities to move forward, when you feel like I really need to do this thing, the universe has been giving you signs, you've been getting that feeling, do it. It will, I don't want to say it will, but it can help you avoid these Tower moments, because you are choosing to realign yourself versus the universe forcing it. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to lose friends, jobs, or whatever, or that we're not going to have tough days, even if we do these things. It's just that trust that it's all happening. Again, it's happening for you, not to you. This is really beautiful how this is all aligned. With getting to know each other and the thinking woman here, I really feel like this is about getting to know yourself. It could be about empathy and getting to know other people, but since these cards came up by each other, I really feel like this is getting to know yourself in a very intellectual way. So maybe you're used to being emotional. There's a lot of creative energy coming out of this deck, or out of this pile. So this may be kind of thinking maybe in your past, maybe who you are and why you are who you are. I would suggest watching Teal Swan. She has a lot of really great videos about shadow work that approaches it from a spiritual and a psychological side, so that you can understand maybe your habits and all of that, because the spiritual awakening is about stripping away the old so that you can be your more authentic self. We have a lot of things from childhood that, and it's not just childhood, but it always does start from childhood, that we hide certain parts of ourselves, that kind of thing, because we're taught not to show that part of ourselves. And so we end up bearing really like very real parts of ourselves. So that's what a spiritual awakening is about. And every awakening you have, you understand yourself and reality and each other more. So maybe this awakening will help you understand the world, why things are the way they are, or why things are the way they are with the people around you and who you love and the world at large and everything. This is happening so you can change your perspective, because again, we have 10 of Swords. Everything is balancing out. So moving forward is going to be about trusting this spiritual awakening. We have expect powerful change. Again, spiritual awakening. Look, this is all like the cracked open rose, spiritual awakening. The Tower and Justice often can be spiritual awakening when you put them together. A judgment's not here, I'm surprised. But this is about unawakened, a spark of divine. This is really important. I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all of creation. This is part of an awakening. Personal power, part of an awakening. You are going through an awakening. I'm so excited. But again, there is resistance. Unleash your creativity. So to me, this is really saying it's important for you to make sure you're balancing out your creativity and your logic. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Thinking Woman, getting to know each other. But then we have the Unawakened card right here, the Asleep card. So what may make it difficult for you to awaken is that you may be overly logical, overly analytical. So doing something creative may help kind of jog your memory on where you, like, what new information that's trying to come in to make sense out of everything. It seems counterintuitive, but sometimes in meditation or painting a picture or doing just visualization, doing a creative type thing can help you come up with answers. So I'm going to read the Great Ring. I'm just going to read the divination part of it and what it means. So anything that you pick up on, make sure that you're paying attention whenever I do say this, whenever I do read it. So first of all, this is pretty cool because it is the last card of the deck. So here is what it says. The opportunity to make important decisions concerning our life. A great turning point. Oh my gosh. Guys, spiritual awakening. Hello. A completely new level of gameplay opening up. Able to look upon life as a game. Actually, if you guys felt compelled to watch Pile 1, you may want to go back to Pile 1. There are some similarities. If you felt drawn to both, it may be that both piles are for you. Let's see. The experience of transcending life's previous limitations. Wow, that's really cool. The opportunity to dedicate your life to something really significant, which is, of course, what the ring is about, what Frodo was able to do. That is really cool, guys. So yeah, this is all about understanding that where you're moving forward, it's literally like because you have a lot to offer, because you're going on this great adventure, and you very much maybe feel like you're Frodo with the ring, okay? Like you have something really powerful, that you have a heavy burden that you're trying to get rid of. But understand that as you move forward, you're reaching your destination more and more day by day, and that may really help you get through whatever you're struggling with. But this is a really cool synchronistic reading. One of kind of the coolest I've done, I feel. There's so much about awakening here, and it just kind of all flows together for me. But that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So you can be notified when I do post new videos. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, that information will be down below. Check out the timeless pick-a-card readings if you want more information. Those readings are completely timeless, so whenever you check them out will be when it applies for you. But that's it, guys. I love you. Hello, Pile 3. If you chose this Lapis Lazuli, this reading is for you, and we're going to be looking at what you need to know so you can move forward. I have had trouble with as many cards as I have and the space I have, so bear with me, okay? We have dance. Do something to shift your vibration. Balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Have faith. Gossamer Princess. Communication, relationship work to be done. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This is the Lord of the Rings Oracle, the Ghost Army of Dunharrow. We have 7 of Cups. Justice in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Believe in the impossible. Wow, that goes along with have faith, huh? Broken heart. You know, I wasn't going to read reversals on these, but I'm really feeling drawn to reading the reversal on this. So broken heart in the reverse, really cool. I'm not reading these in reverse. Abundance. Wow, look at that beautiful, beautiful card. I just love this deck so much. We have the Ace of Spears in the reverse. I believe that's Ace of Wands. I'm like 99% sure. Okay, this is the Game of Thrones tarot, by the way. It's really, really cool. Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, and the Empress all in the reverse. Okay, so I think a lot of you guys are definitely moving past some love issues. So it's very possible that you are at this reading because you are having a relationship issue. I didn't get that from the other piles, although I definitely feel like the other piles can be applied to relationship issues. This feels a lot more like this actually is about a relationship. So of course, the very first thing I picked up was believe in the impossible, along with have faith. So whatever it is that you're struggling with right now, it may seem absolutely impossible. It may seem like it's never going to happen, but the universe really wants you to believe in the impossible because that opens up the availability for that to come in and be part of your reality. We do create our reality, so if we believe even in things that seem impossible and that don't seem like they could ever happen, that allows it to actually show up in our reality. You have engagement. So whatever is happening, if this is about a relationship, you are going to be able to move forward, move into a deeper communion with this person. If it's not, and you're not worried about relationship or anything like that, this could just be your goals. You know, you're dedicating yourself to them. That, you know, an engagement is like, I'm marrying you, I'm making a vow to you, or I'm dedicating myself to you in order to make that vow in the future. Okay, because, you know, sometimes we commit now in order to commit on an even deeper level. And that's how I feel about this engagement. So it may also just be things in life, making sure you're committed to them. Because if, for example, you wanted to start a business, but you weren't fully committed, you're not going to have the most success. But I do think that there's some stuff you're working through right now with broken heart in the reverse. Again, for most people, I do think this is about a relationship. It's about your heart has been broken in the past. You don't really feel like the type of person that you're looking for is there. You don't feel like they're going to be there for you. Like it's impossible, like all men are this way, all women are this way. Or that you don't know if you will ever meet someone like your past lover. Or you don't feel worthy of love. I mean, it could be many of these things compounded on top of each other. But I see broken heart in the reverse, and then we have abundance right here. So I feel like once you move forward with this mindset and you follow the advice, which I will give you more of here in a second, the whole world's going to open up to you. All the possibilities are going to open up to you in the relationship you seek or the goals that you're working towards. You're going to meet them and then surpass them, and then the things you receive are just going to be far, far more than you could possibly even imagine at this point right now. So we have the Seven of Cups. By the way, there's 4 cards in here that were also in piles 1 or 2, which I find interesting. So we have Seven of Cups, and it is clarified by the Ace of Spears in reverse or the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So for a lot of you, you may be searching for something that you want in life. Again, I think for a lot of you, this is going to be relationship-wise. Ace of Wands in the reverse is kind of like F-boy energy or F-girl energy, if you will. It's also just someone not giving you what you're worth. It's to me, a lot of times it's just about somebody giving you the superficial. And it's like maybe you've been getting all these offers and you've been on a lot of dates or whatever, and you're just not receiving what you feel like you deserve. If this isn't about a relationship, this could be that you have gone through many options, maybe many jobs, or you see a lot of possibilities, but you just don't feel like any of them vibe with you on a spiritual way, on like a life purpose kind of way. So we have Justice in the reverse and the Chariot in the reverse. So this, to me, because this is about moving forward, and the Chariot upright is about moving forward, and it's in reverse here, as well as Justice. So in order to flip this over and move forward, there needs to be a balancing. And right now there is imbalance. We also have the balance card right there. So you guys really have an imbalance in your life, which could be many things, obviously. To fix that balance, to balance out, is really going to move you forward in your life. Again, this is going to be a lot of different things for a lot of different people, so I don't want to really speculate on what that can be, because there are things in your life that you need to balance out. We have the Dance, which is doing something to shift your vibration. So really, universe is really saying to do something different, guys. Don't stick to the same old. You're ready to move forward, and in doing new, exciting things that shift your vibration, it's really going to bring you closer and closer to whatever you are waiting for. We have 4 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse. So definitely don't hold on so hard to these things that you want, whether it's a relationship or whatever. You may be feeling like way overly emotional, way clingy, really possessive of a person, of an idea, definitely of an idea. I do think it's interesting because I feel like 4 of Pentacles is saying like, let go, let it go, you know, but also at the same time, we have the Empress in the reverse, which a lot of times is just not being in like your feminine power of accepting, of allowing, and letting things flow. There is communication to be done. You may need to talk to someone to move something forward. Maybe you've been scared to say your true thoughts. Of course, there's a time and a place and a right energy. So I'm not just saying just spew out all your feelings, but there may be something you really do need to talk to your partner about, or talk to maybe a friend about, anybody. It could even just be communication with yourself in order to understand where you're coming from right now. We have the Ghost Army of Dunharrow, and I'm going to read this card for you. The call of our ancestors, that which we are unwilling to face, our individual shortcomings, lack of preparation, insufficient attention to detail. That is really cool. I mean, it's not cool. I don't mean to say it's cool. I just mean it's the information I was getting from that. Lack of preparation. So we are talking about moving forward. There is something that you need to do in order to prepare you. I think maybe that's what the shift is about. This dance, shifting into to the next phase. That's going to balance you out. You're not prepared for the stuff at the end here, the abundance, releasing the broken heart, getting out of the clinginess, the relationship work, moving forward to the engagement. Like, this is all like a progression forward is what I feel. And it simply, in order to move forward, you need to prepare a little more. And I think you probably know what it is that you're ready to do. Universe is saying definitely do it, because it'll put you in receptivity mode of getting whatever this is that you're really longing for, that you're waiting for, that you're struggling with, or even just progressing in life. If you have no clue, you need to have some preparation for bigger and better things, okay? So I think I did cover all these cards. Yeah, making sure. So that's all I have for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do post new videos. If you'd like a private reading, that information will be down below. Go ahead and check out the Pick a Card playlist. Those are timeless, so they can give you even more depth to the situation if you'd like. And that is it, guys. I love you.